10 years after the zombie apocalypse, the situation hasn't gotten any better. Instead, zombies have evolved into several distinct types. Homers are slow, dumb zombies who do stupid things like getting their tongues stuck to ice, making them easy to kill. Then there are Hawkings, who are intelligent and can make plans, like using a dead scientist's eye to open an iris scan door. Lastly, there are ninja zombies who know how to sneak around and ambush their victims. In DC, a group of 4 survivors, Tallahassee, Wichita, her boyfriend Columbus, and her younger sister Little Rock, have been together for a decade, mastering the art of killing zombies as a team. They move through a field, bringing down zombie after zombie without hesitation. After a long but successful fight, they kill the entire horde and make the White House their new home. For the first few days, things are great. They have fun together, redecorating to their liking and celebrating Little Rock's 18th birthday. Tallahassee has become a father figure to her, very protective, but Little Rock is tired of being stuck with adults. She wants to be with people her own age and hates being called little girl, which Tallahassee doesn't understand. A few weeks later, Tallahassee decides to celebrate Christmas in November and gives Little Rock a gun that used to belong to Elvis. Little Rock hates the gift because he always gives her guns, so she leaves the room to shoot zombies out of frustration. Later in the bedroom, Columbus surprises Wichita with a ring, asking her to marry him. Wichita gets nervous, believing all married people end up divorced, so Columbus gives her time to think. The next morning, the men discover the sisters have left, leaving only a vague note. On the road, the sisters are traveling in Tallahassee's modified car, agreeing that they shouldn't have gotten so attached. Suddenly, they see someone ahead, and Little Rock gets ready to shoot, but it's just a regular human their age named Berkeley. A month later, Tallahassee and Columbus are trying to entertain themselves at the mall, but Columbus won't stop complaining about Wichita. Tallahassee mocks him, suggesting they hit the road and start over. Just then, they find a zombie. Tallahassee throws a bottle of alcohol and shoots it, killing the creature. Columbus is impressed but doesn't think it's the zombie kill of the year, which he believes belongs to a farmer who ran over a zombie with his tractor and turned it into a hay cube. Afterward, hears a noise and shoots, but it's just a girl named Madison. She's so happy to see another person that she hugs Columbus, and he invites her to join them, ignoring Tallahassee's complaints. Back at the White House, the men realize Madison is pretty dumb, but Columbus is so desperate for company that he agrees to get intimate with her anyway. In the middle of the night, Tallahassee hears a noise and searches for the source, shooting at the first sign of movement. It's Columbus, who dodges just in time. They investigate together and are shocked to find Wichita in the garage. She explains she came back for more weapons and that Little Rock is gone. Little Rock had a crush on Berkeley, a musician and pacifist who survived by avoiding conflict. Hearing this makes Tallahassee freak out, thinking his little girl has lost her way. Little Rock and Berkeley wanted to go to Graceland, but Wichita said no, so they left while she was asleep. Wichita is worried because Little Rock is traveling without protection, and Berkeley told them about a new, tougher, and faster type of zombie. Tallahassee announces that he and Columbus will help her find Little Rock, ignoring Wichita's wish to hunt alone. She then tries to apologize to Columbus for leaving without a proper conversation, but Madison interrupts. Wichita gets jealous and acts cold toward Columbus. When everyone is ready, Tallahassee learns that Wichita drove here in a minivan and freaks out because it's not manly. However, they have no choice as working vehicles are scarce. Madison forces her way into the group, making Wichita's jealousy worse. The men leave Madison's things behind because their rule is to travel light. Meanwhile, Little Rock and Berkeley continue to travel. Little Rock shoots at random objects like a money truck for fun. She then confesses she's never tried Mary Jane, and Berkeley pulls out a bag of it to share. The car fills with smoke, and Berkeley sings love songs to Little Rock. Back with Columbus's group, Madison reveals she took the ring from the bedside drawer, which annoys Wichita even more. A passive-aggressive argument starts between Columbus and Wichita. Tallahassee suddenly stops the car, causing Madison to hit her head. They see a fancy bus nearby and agree to switch vehicles. On the way there, Columbus and Wichita continue to argue. Once they reach the bus, Madison accidentally triggers the alarm by opening the door, which attracts a horde of zombies. Following their old teamwork tactics, Columbus gets on the bus roof and opens fire while giving Wichita and Tallahassee directions. The zombies start falling one by one, unable to harm the group thanks to their decade of practice. Unfortunately, Wichita's weapon gets stuck, but as a zombie is about to attack her, Madison shoots it with pepper spray, giving Wichita time to fix her weapon and kill it. They ignore a Homer running the other way. When another zombie jumps on the roof, Columbus dodges it, making it fall, and the others shoot it dead. There's only one zombie left. Tallahassee quickly shoots it, but the creature keeps standing. They realize this is the evolved zombie Berkeley mentioned, and Columbus names it the T-800 after the Terminator. Tallahassee wastes more bullets, but they don't stop the T-800, so he has to crush its head to finally kill it. Afterward, Tallahassee paints a 3 on the bus door, as is their tradition. The group leaves, but the bus runs over some spikes, ruining the tires. Now, they have no choice but to continue in the minivan. A few hours later, the group is sharing snacks and talking about Madison's dumb ideas when she suddenly feels sick. Tallahassee stops the car, and Madison runs out to puke. The trio discusses what to do. Columbus doesn't want her to die, but Tallahassee and Wichita remind him that becoming a zombie is worse. A reluctant Columbus goes into the forest and finds Madison looking awful. He makes a choice. Back at the car, Wichita and Tallahassee are impressed when they hear a gunshot. The rest of the ride is tense and awkward. At night, they make it to Graceland, only to find it's destroyed and abandoned. Disappointed, the trio keeps driving, thinking of their next move. They come across the Hound Dog Hotel and see Tallahassee's old car at the entrance, so they rush inside. While Wichita looks for Little Rock, Tallahassee fanboys over the Elvis memorabilia, even putting on his shoes. He sits at the piano, and as he plays, a woman named Nevada hits him and holds him at gunpoint. Luckily, Wichita and Columbus rescue him and ask about Little Rock. Nevada explains that she and Berkeley left to find Babylon, a hippie-safe haven with no zombies or guns. This could be a problem because zombies are following Berkeley's car. Tallahassee and Nevada flirt, with Tallahassee even doing his best Elvis impersonation. They end up getting intimate. The next morning, Berkeley and Little Rock arrive at Babylon, and Rock is forced to give her weapons to a man who will melt them into a pendant. The place is secure thanks to its walls and a large central tower. Everyone lives in peace and harmony. Back at the hotel, Tallahassee wakes Nevada to show her how cool he looks in Elvis's clothes. They hear a strange horn and run outside to find a monster truck parked on top of Tallahassee's car. Furious, he argues with the driver, named Albuquerque, who is a friend of Nevada's. As the men yell at each other, the others notice how similar they are. Suddenly, a second guy named Flagstaff gets out of the monster truck to support his friend. Flagstaff is a lot like Columbus and has his own commandments for survival. An argument breaks out between the four men, who are acting like children to impress the ladies. Eventually, Nevada snaps and calms them down. Albuquerque and Flagstaff explain they came back because the T-800s have taken over the area. The group goes inside for drinks, and just as another argument is about to start, they hear a noise and discover T-800s outside. Albuquerque and Flagstaff rush out, fighting and killing the zombies in minutes. Afterward, they return to show off, but Nevada notices Albuquerque has been bitten. He tries to pretend it's a tattoo, but then pukes, revealing Flagstaff was bitten too. Both men turn into zombies, and a fight begins. Nevada quickly opens fire, but the T-800s are unaffected. The others take the fight to the corridor, using Elvis memorabilia to attack. The zombies corner the duo on a pool table, and they use pool balls and cue sticks to defend themselves. The fight continues as the men and zombies throw each other around, making it hard for Nevada and Wichita to shoot without hitting them. Eventually, Tallahassee brings down Albuquerque with an Elvis statue and crushes his head with a guitar. Flagstaff tackles Columbus, giving Nevada a chance to shoot him in the head. Tallahassee wonders if this can be the zombie kill of the year, but Columbus thinks a better one happened in Italy, where a guy used mannequins to lure zombies and dropped the Leaning Tower of Pisa on them. Afterward, Tallahassee says goodbye to Nevada with a kiss, and she gives him an Elvis ring to remember her. He tries to drive the monster truck but can't control it, so they have to leave in the minivan again. A few hours later, Wichita tries to fix her relationship with Columbus when they see an ice cream truck drive by. It's Madison, who is alive and well. It turns out Columbus only pretended to shoot her. Her sickness was just a nut allergy. She rejoins the group, and they have to endure her chattering for the rest of the night. The next morning, the group arrives at Babylon, thinking this could be their forever home. As a final goodbye, Tallahassee blows up the minivan. He doesn't want to leave his guns behind, but he's desperate to see Little Rock. Once everyone's weapons are melted, they're allowed inside and rush to hug Little Rock. She apologizes for leaving but tells them they won't fit in here because it's too peaceful. Finally seeing his little girl as an adult, Tallahassee decides to go back on the road and start over somewhere else. That night, Tallahassee is driving a truck when he hits a zombie. The creature easily gets up, revealing it's a T-800. To his shock, a huge horde of them is running toward Babylon. Tallahassee immediately drives back at full speed, warning everyone and making them stop the music and fireworks. Berkeley doesn't take him seriously, and Little Rock breaks up with him. There isn't a single weapon there, so Tallahassee makes a plan to use the tower's biodiesel. Everyone works together to create a huge bomb, and the hippies are quickly trained on how to hold up a shield. Lastly, they tear down a wall and set up a contraption with fireworks to get the zombies' attention. As the creatures come in, the team starts a fire on the ground before running to safety. The flames cause a huge explosion, killing all the zombies in one big boom. Unfortunately, a second horde is coming, and the team has to fight them with shovels. They manage to kill a few, but there are too many, and they won't last long. Tallahassee announces this is the end. They hug and share "I love yous" to say goodbye. Suddenly, they hear a horn, and Nevada shows up in the monster truck. She rescues the team and drives like a madwoman, crushing zombies under the truck's huge wheels. The vehicle even starts going in circles, creating a zombie tornado, and then drives up a wall, flipping and landing on more zombies. After another quick run, the truck finally falls, and the group has to run to the tower. The way is blocked by zombies, but Madison and Berkeley start throwing things to kill them. They continue to fight as they run upstairs, using Nevada's gun and any object they find. Once they reach the roof, the hippies hold up their makeshift shields to create a corridor that guides the zombies toward the edge. Most of the group moves away, but Tallahassee stays behind as bait, jumping at the last second to grab onto a crane. The zombies keep running and fall to their deaths, failing to bring Tallahassee down. Columbus declares it the zombie kill of the century. Two final zombies manage to grab Tallahassee's leg, and the others don't know how to help. Little Rock suddenly shoots them. Turns out she had Tallahassee's Christmas gift with her all along. With all the zombies finally dead, the group forms a line and rescues Tallahassee. As he and Little Rock reconcile, Wichita says yes to Columbus's proposal, and he puts the ring on her finger. The couple kisses, followed by Nevada and Tallahassee. Madison and Berkeley start kissing too as a Homer suddenly appears, only to easily fall to its death. After a night of partying and fireworks, the original 4 survivors and Nevada leave in a fancy car to look for a new home, with a zombie chasing them. A flashback then shows Bill Murray on the day of the outbreak, promoting his 3rd Garfield film. Reporters kept asking him to make gagging on a hairball noises. Suddenly, a reporter vomited and transformed into a zombie. An assistant ran away, but Bill stayed calm, killing the zombie with a chair. On his way out, he found a bunch of zombies in the lobby, but he didn't panic. He continued to fight them with the chair and any object he could grab, slowly making his way outside while saying he hated Mondays. If you want interesting movie recaps, like, share, and subscribe to follow us for more movie recaps.